Star, the light. Planet, our planet. An Earth-sized, rocky planet, our planet's poles are oriented along its orbital plane. The poles are pointed towards, and conversely, in the opposite direction of, the orbital path. The main species of our planet, the us, are a plantoid species who have built a symbiotic relationship with the other primary species, those with us. Due to the orbit of our planet, the us differ in color between the equator and the poles, resting a deep red at the poles and a bright purple at the equator. They are nocturnal unless they have access to technological supplements, and use their time asleep to absorb nutrients and sunlight. The us vocalize through drum-like cavities in their bodies, over which are stretched taut fibrous membranes. The us vibrate these membranes to speak. The us reproduce via flowers, which appear directly on their bodies. These flowers are pollinated, at which point they are plucked off and planted. The us have no proper nouns as it comes to living beings, but instead exclusively use terms such as me, them, and us. The us built their society through a mixture of bioengineering and terraforming. They use a microspecies somewhat like termites to naturally build structures. When that constructor species dies, their corpses strengthen the structures they created. In the end, the structures are harder than coral. Another species that the us use for their society are the indigenous herbivorous fauna. The animals are farmed until they die of natural causes, after which they are taken and blended into a pulp. This pulp is mixed into fertilizer for the us to consume. The us are therefore in a perpetual conflict with the carnivorous fauna of the world, who continuously attempt to devour the herbivores. The us are anti-spiritual, and have very pragmatic views on death. When an us dies, they are brought to decomposition houses, where they are consumed by those with us. However, this fate is not limited to the us, as other plants deemed helpful to the advancement of the species are also given a place as honored dead in the decomposition houses. Those with us are a biologically parasitic fungus race, who live physically attached to their hosts, the us. Notably, those with us are the only species to whom the sap of the us is not poisonous. After an us dies, the body is taken to the decomposition houses, where those with us begin consuming the body. They also consume whatever plants are placed in the decomposition houses with them, and use the energy acquired to spawn those with us spores. After the body has been completely consumed, those with us are removed from the decomposition houses, and placed on another member of the us. When a those with us dies, they are also placed in the decomposition houses, where they are consumed by younger members of their species. Those with us have become integrated with the culture of the us, and function as companions and advisors for them. As an us gets older, they acquire more those with us from those of the us who have died. By the end of their lives, us may be entirely covered in those with us fungal growths. In this way, despite those with us being biologically parasitic, they are deemed to be half of a symbiotic relationship through the services they render. The Pathway Galaxy is an ongoing project created by Garrison the Canuckromancer. To see more videos like this, subscribe to the Canuckromancer and turn on notifications. If you already have, thank you! So thank you all so much for following the Pathway Galaxy, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!